Hi, everybody. I'm back. Still have my cold. Um, I haven't been feeling the greatest last week, maybe 2 weeks. Um, Anyone who's been watching regularly would know that. Um, but I am trying to still do two at least videos each week. So that's what I'm here for today. Um, when I'm not feeling well, I can get grumpy. Oh boy, can I get grumpy. Poor Carl. Um, and my brain just doesn't really seem to work very well. So today, um, I asked the angels to give me something, um, and they gave me something. um, I I've spoken about it before. How sometimes when I speak with God and with the angels or Jesus, that sometimes they'll take me to a place, like through astral projection. So my body is still here, um, in this dimension on this earth, but my spirit is taken elsewhere. And this is what they did for me again. um, and they told me that the reason they're doing this is number one for me, but number two for you guys, to show you and tell you something that you can do when you are feeling low and defeated or just sick, not feeling the best, and needing to feel connected, needing to be healed and strengthened and built up by them. And so I was sitting on the chair and I was talking to them, and I asked them to, please help me to come up with something that I can use for this next video. And all of a sudden, poof, I'm astral projected to this beautiful lake, and trees all around it. And there's a path that went down past the lake, and there was a big hillside, almost like a mountain. Um, and the path led down and around the edge of this hillside. And an angel came and began walking with me down this path. And the angel took my hand and walked me down the path and around the corner of this hillside. And as we came around the corner, I could see and feel and smell and just was overpowered by the love and the joy and the unity in this place. When we came around the corner, there was like a cliffside with rocks, but it was a waterfall, and there was a river. And over on this side as well was more waterfalls, and the river flowing like it was flowing both ways. And it was beautiful. And the angel said, look closer at the water. And I looked closer, and it wasn't water. It was God's energy, white energy with flecks of blue and pink and yellows and greens, and like a prism. And for the most part, it looked white, but where it was, the water was coming down and hitting the water, it would kind of splash, and those little splashes would be the different colors. And it was just beautiful. And there were angels sitting up on the rocks, like they were just relaxing and taking in the beauty around them and soaking up the love and the joy and the unity. And the angel that was with me said, come here and step into the flow. So I stepped into the flow, and we walked right up under the waterfall. And the angel walked right into the waterfall and threw his arms back and let the waterfall hit him in the face and the chest. And the energy was just so powerful and so strong and so beautiful. And you could see the different prism colors splashing off him, and his whole body just like it filled with this energy of the waterfall. And he said, come, telling me to do the same thing. So I stepped forward and I threw my arms back, and it hit me and it entered my body, and it's like it just cleansed everything out of me, all the negativity and anything that had been, bothering me, seemed just to be washed away, except for this cold. And sorry, I got a cough drop. I was filled with God's love and with the unity and with the joy, and just gave me the feeling that I should be healing quicker now and getting over this cold soon, and that if I have had any worries about things that will be happening or have been happening here in the United States or, around us, that to remember that God has us in his hands and that he is delivering us. He is taking care of us. He is protecting us. And it's like they told me this is exactly the same as when the Pharaoh and David were discussing and trying to work out what to do with God's people there. And the Pharaoh was overtaxing, the Pharaoh was taking all their food, the Pharaoh was enslaving everyone, the Pharaoh, just took everything and wouldn't let the people have anything. And it's like today, that's what they've been doing to us. They've been trying to force this one world order, and they are, well, for a long, long time, since the 60s, they have been trying to take everything they can from us and enslaving us, and now it's where they've been trying to kill us off and get rid of as many of us as they possibly can. Pharaoh had done the same thing, but God has told me, don't worry, don't fret, don't, if you see more and more people dying, this is the way it needs to be, and that, each thing that they do is, going to be met with countermeasures, just like what happened to the Pharaoh. And for each time that they are asked to let the people go, to set us free, to stop being the way they are, each time more and more things are going to be happening to them. And eventually everything will be turned around and people will stop dying. It's going to be really hard for us to watch all of these people die, but it's been happening. If you look around you, 20 to 45-year-olds are having heart attacks and dying left and right. The COVID has caused some deaths. The vaccines have caused a lot of deaths. Now they're trying to starve us out, or I can't say they. I'll just say that God and the angels have said they. I won't say that. Instead I'll say, it's getting harder and harder for us with the economy to either pay our rent or eat. It's also becoming harder and harder for us just to find the foods that we need in the grocery stores. And now is it April, that they're not going to allow the farmers to purchase medications for their cattle and livestock like they used to. So it will be harder for the smaller farmers to take care of their herds, and it's going to be more expensive, and there will probably be more and more farmers, small farmers, who will have to give up. Some of them, since the 70s, farms have been shutting down and large corporations have been taking over, and it's gotten now to where more and more farmers are having to shut down. So it will become harder and harder to get meats. I hope that everybody is doing what they can to grow their own foods. It's really pretty easy to grow salads and herbs and things like that. It doesn't take very long to grow lettuce and arugula, spinach, cilantro, basil, uh, oregano, parsley. I mean, just so many things that can be grown quickly and easily. And they can be grown in containers, and they can be grown in your home or on your patio, or so hopefully, people can get packets of seeds and be able to grow a lot of their own foods, because it's getting very expensive, and it's getting more difficult to find these foods. So thank goodness for most of us, it's spring and summer is right around the corner. And I'm sitting here looking at, in fact, I'll have to get my camera turned around, not right now, but I'll have to put up a video of my seed starts, and my indoor salad hydroponic garden. It's really small. It's only 1 unit, but it gives us like 2 bowls of salad a week. When we have our big garden, I'll have a lot more salad things on it, and other things. But in fact, that's what all all my seed starts are for, is for our big garden. Can't wait to get up there and get that started. But, don't worry. God took care of Pharaoh, and God is taking care of the situation now. He is not going to let us be killed and continue to be treated so badly, and he's dealing with it. I have to be careful, how much I say, but God has it. Have faith. Know that it's going to be okay. Things are going to continue to get worse for a while, but as they get worse, on one hand, they'll be getting better on the other hand. So it's not going to happen overnight or immediately, but it's happening. So just have faith that things are going in the right direction and things will be turning around. And like I said, if you can, grow those gardens and grow those seeds, even if it's just a small amount that you can have at home, because if things shut down and you can't get out to the markets, you may be grateful that you have lettuce to eat. You may be very grateful that you have herbs, and so the angels are really pushing that everybody needs to do that if they can. And also the story about my astral projection and going to the waterfall and into God's white light and his energy. He wants everyone to know that they can go there and they can use this themselves. Just visualize it, see it in your mind, walk there and see it, and throw your arms back and feel that energy coming into your body, and feel yourself relaxing and being filled with God's love and God's light, and know that you are loved, you are okay, and God has your back. So blessings, love, and light to you and yours. Namaste. Have a wonderful day.